So now it's on to 8-1 number 33, which is kind of a weird, tricky problem. What he's trying to get you to understand is how the sampling distribution works here. So let's see here. I've got the data in here. These are the best actor winners for these years and their ages at the time that they won. So for question A, it says it wants us to compute the population mean, which we know the symbol for that, but in case you've forgotten, it's insert mu. You don't have to put the symbol in if you don't want to. I'm just showing you how. So you want the average. Average is the mean, mu. Okay, so you take the average of those numbers. There you go. You have your population mean. Cool. All right, so that's not too bad. That's a 3.1 problem. Part B is where the fun begins. All right, so we're supposed to find a sample of size 2. All the samples of size 2, which there are 15 of them. How do you do that? Well, the easiest way is to just go in order. Jamie Foxx is at the top of the list, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 actors below him. So let me drag his age down here. There's 5. So he could go with Sean Penn, he could go with Adrian Brody, he can go with Denzel, he can go with Russell. I'm on a first name basis with them. It's okay. All right, next, Sean Penn. He's got 4 actors below him, so I'm going to drag him down 4. Now I'm going to pair him with Adrian, pair him with Denzel, Russell, Kevin. Next I'm going to do Adrian. He's only got 3 actors below him, so let me click up there, drag it down 3 spots. I'll put him with Denzel, put him with Russell, put him with Kevin. Then that leaves Denzel. He's got 2 of them, right? So he can go with Russell or he can go with Kevin. And that leaves us with Russell and Kevin. They're the last ones. All right, there's part B done. We've constructed a sample. You can look here. Let me highlight them. You can see, right? It's got 15 rows. Can you see how it's hovering? 15R(x)(2c). That means I've got 15 rows by 2 columns. Good, because I'm supposed to. It's supposed to be 15 samples. That's what they say over here. Next, part C, we're supposed to construct the sampling distribution of the sample mean. So to do that, you're going to need all your sample means. So you need the average of this sample, Jamie Foxx with Sean Penn. And then you need the average of the next sample. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this down. Oops, going slow. There it is. All right, so this finds the average, let me maximize this, of all the samples, right? Every last one of them. So I have 15 samples. This is the mean for that sample. This is the mean for that sample, and so on. So instead of looking at the individual actors, I'm now looking at the samples. Okay, now what we're going to have to do is a little bit tricky here. What it wants us to do is make a table with probabilities. To do that, first thing we got to do is copy. So highlight the data and copy it. Or you can click Control C, or you can go over here to copy, the little copy icon. And then I want you to go over here, pick a column, any column, and you want to right click and you got to select Paste Special. And you're going to select Values and say OK. Right, so that pasted in those numbers, but it no longer knows the formulas attached. See, when I click on 40, it just says 40. Whereas over here, if I click on 40, it knows that it wants this average thing. Next, I'm going to highlight this column H, or you could just highlight the data. You know, that works too. And you want to go to Data, and you want to click Sort, either A to Z or Z to A. I would do A to Z. Makes my life easier. Okay, now we got to make a table. Right, X bars again, and we're going to have the probability of X bar. All right, now there are 15 samples here, so we have 32.5, 33, 34.5, 36, 36.5, oops, 36.5. Now bear with me, 38, but we only need 1 of them here. There's 2 of them over here. That's going to change something. We'll talk about that in a second. 38.5, 39.5, 40, 41.5, only type 1 of them now, 42, 43.5, 45. Now what's the probabilities of each one of these? This one only had 1 out of the 15. Oops, equals 1 out of 15. Oh, rats. It thinks it's a date. Right click, format cell, tell it to do Not General. Okay, so there we go. All right, I'm at the end of this rope. I'll be right back for the next one.